Salutations and welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Phantasia. This is Edgar. If you are nyctophobic, close this video now, because most of it is going to be just like this. We have reached depth 18 of the Moria Gallery. Depth 10 to depth 17 were very simple to navigate, as each of those floors was just a bridge crossing from side to side. Once you reach depth 18, the dungeon is no longer that simple. In fact, it becomes hellishly hard to navigate. Oh holy shit, comedian actually managed to eat something. Holy fucking bloody shit, I did it and got it on fraps, and that shit is going on YouTube. Oh my god, oh my god. My apologies, I feel like I won the national lottery. Where was I? Oh yes. As I was saying, once you reach depth 18, the dungeon is no longer that simple. In fact, it becomes hellishly hard to navigate, due to the overpowering darkness, the inability of the party to use holy bottles, and the map design itself. The floors will only get more and more confusing from this point. Tom has agreed to place a map of every complicated floor on the screen after I complete it, in case any of you viewers need it for reference. And just bear in mind, you're going to have to make a reverse trip once you reach the treasure vault anyway, as the emergency exit where the darkness began is our ticket out of here. No escape ropes in this game, boys and girls. So you may have noticed I've taken Cloud out of the active party. Frankly, I just wanted to get Chameleon to land a single bloody time, and now that it has, it's our lovely pink-haired spellcaster Archie's turn to play, and she's going to summon a fuckload of meteors on everything's head. Archie will roll with the party until we reach class task summon, but do bear in mind there are 2 new spells for Archie down in the deepest reaches of the Moria Gallery. We are actually working our way towards one of those spells as we speak. Enjoy the brief moment of light as you collect the new spell from the chest. The spell is Black Hole, and it is her 3rd death spell. Once again it is single target, but it has the highest rate of success out of itself, Death Cloud, and Distortion. Once you collect it, head back into the overpowering darkness. There are quite a lot of treasure chests tucked away down in the deepest reaches of the Moria Gallery, but we are honestly going to ignore the majority of them, as they are just not worth the trouble it takes to collect them. Tom mentioned that the chest locations will all appear on his maps, so if you really want to track down every last one of them, then that's your ticket. I personally will only collect the really valuable shit, and in the case of depth 18, it would be the Black Hole spell which we have already claimed. Nothing on this depth interests me. Since I am certain some of you are curious, the remaining treasures on this depth are as follows. A bread, an apple gummy, a pair of iron gloves, an iron circlet, a broom, and a mixed gummy. Like I said, it's just not worth the effort to go out of your way hunting any of that stuff. That being the case, I am going to head straight for the stairs leading down to depth 19 once I finish this battle with the Ice Childs. Fuck, that was a dumb idea. I hope Tom remembers to remove the horrible explode sound effect. Oh sweet, we have mastered teleport. That will unlock the Soul Strike talent, which is a combination of teleport and soul wave. It's not bad, but Soul Forge is better. After all, nothing is better than Soul Forge. It's Kliss's most godlike ability hands down. You'll see for yourself once I manage to master Soul Edge and gain the ability to use it. I am actually not far off, so let's use Soul Strike in the meantime. I am switching back to the Eternal Sword for its slice, but we will have a stronger weapon soon enough. Now, let us retrace our steps back to the entrance of this depth. Apparently Ice Childs are the enemy of the day. so that Soul Strike, the last hit of teleport, becomes a Soul Wave, and Klus hops back to where he activated the skill. Like I said, it's pretty good, but that's what you'd expect from an endgame ability. If Black Hole fails, it doesn't even start its animation, saving you a little bit of time. We have reached the entrance of depth 18. Black Hole was to the left, and this time we are going to head to the right, and all the way down. There is only one route you can take to reach the exit, as many places will dead end with stalagmites and other such annoying shit. I am beginning to hate the blink ability. Ignore these stairs, they will lead you to dead ends. This set of stairs you will want to take. Follow my lead through the darkness as best you can, and if you get lost, refer to the map Tom will add. Fucking cunt, I think you should blink some more. I think Soul Edge is mastered at this point. Yes, it most certainly is. That means we can use Klus's most godly double art, the Soul Forge. Soul Forge is a combination of Soul Wave and Soul Edge, and costs a mammoth 50 mana to use. It's well worth it because the damage this ability can do is completely nuts. I would suggest you stick the ability on Klus and learn how it works. It gives him the highest DPS in the game. As for his other long-range art, I personally favor the Lion Teeth skill, but whatever you decide to use is up to you. Let us carry on through the darkness. You'll encounter another staircase, but you can ignore it, because it leads to a dead end, but thankfully this dead end is mercifully short. Okay RNG, what the hell, all I am running into are ice childs and these blinking spastics. Stop fucking blinking and just die already. I am really going to hate that enemy. On the bright side, the stairs leading down to depth 19 are right nearby. This is the way down. Tom will want to insert a map of the floor here. And yet more darkness for us to fuck about in. There are no worthwhile treasures on this floor, so we can head straight for the exit, but what say we make the going a little bit easier? Let's head into our inventory. While we were on that treasure hunt, we picked up a lantern and 2 candles. Let's use one of the candles right here to make the place brighter. How very blue. Well, that's not a whole lot better, but it is better. I can at least see the damn floor. The exit is over on the left somewhere. Now, as I said, there are no worthwhile treasures on depth 19. I will read them off regardless. From this depth, if you can be bothered hunting for the chests, you can collect a silver cape, a poison amulet, a lotus perfume, a pine gummy, a question mark armor that transforms into a tunic, and a question mark weapon that transforms into a long sword. The lotus perfume is the only valuable thing in that list, but even it is not worth the effort, especially since it's in the complete opposite direction of the damn exit. So, in order to reach the exit of this area, you will have to go left, down, left, and then up from the entrance. Those instructions are no doubt confusing as hell, but Tom's map should shed some light on the route. Damn it, Archie, I don't remember giving you permission to die. You know what's really cool about Raised Dead? Every character comes down as an angel, and the angel actually looks like the character. Claff's angel even has his hat. I wonder if anybody has ever hacked the game and checked to see if Mint has an angel. She might have one in the code, who the fuck knows? Okay, head up when you hit the left wall and you should run into the exit. And here I was starting to think I was going to run into nothing but Maxwell impersonators. The exit is due north. Tom can insert a map here. You will be in a bridged area, out of the darkness momentarily. Enjoy the breather, and better still, enjoy the chest. This chest will cough up a question mark weapon, and you will want to use a rune bottle on this one immediately. It will transform into the Bahamut's tail, which is a shadow elemental axe. It is the second most powerful weapon Klus can equip. There is a stronger one, it's in the treasure vault, so we are going to use this axe until we reach it. And I have to admit, this thing sure has a whole lot of stab, considering it's an axe. I can see it has a pointy bit, and I don't really see how that warrants equal power to its edge, but whatever, I'll take my 1400 slice and stab. Let's focus more and see how hard Soul Forge is hitting. Big numbers. And remember, there's a stronger weapon further down. Head to the west to be plunged into a different kind of darkness. In this darkness, the walls will periodically flash, but it's really hard to see. The place is arranged into a grid of sorts, and there are two really cool items in this area we want to collect. There are stalagmites and shit blocking some of the paths through the grid. So let's shed some light on this place. How very red. That's much better. Now we can actually see the walls when they flash. So, there are two treasures in here that we want. The first is on the opposite end of the grid, but there is one path that will lead all the way to the west wall. Crap, it's Fangwolf's retarded cousin again. Oh wow, that really hit him. I am not imagining things, am I? Well, we could turn that into a demon hand, but our Bahamut's tail is stronger, so there's no need to expend the rune bottle. When you reach the west wall, head to the south to find an exit. That's quite the nasty looking tidal wave, I say. Head into the cave on the west wall. You'll be in a small room with a few chests. From these chests, you can collect a rune bottle, which is good, a protect ring, which is vendor bait, and a brand new item for us to fuck about with. This is the combo counter. The combo counter is a passive item, and will simply pop up whenever you perform multiple hits on an enemy, telling you the enemy's name and how many times you hit him in a row. You can vendor the combo counter, but there's no other way to get one, so you're insane if you think that's a smart idea. In order to enable the combo counter, you will have to go into the game's options and turn the bastard on. Having it in your inventory will give you a brand new option in that menu, and the combo counter is switched off by default, so simply turn it on to enable fun times. And it is done. The game will now tell us how many hits we did when we smack an enemy with an ability. It won't boost your effectiveness or anything, it's just a fun item to have. There is something in the grid that will boost our effectiveness, and we are going to work our way towards that right now. Your stupid shield couldn't protect you from the anti-chaos spell, now could it, you shitfucker him? From this cave, head back into the grid along the same axis. Then take the third exit to the south. Take the first left and the first south to find a chest with a question mark armor. You want to identify this one immediately. It's the best set of armor in the game. It will transform into a golden armor, which not only has the highest defense out of all of them, it also has absorption properties to offer to Kliss. It certainly makes the Colosseum a whole bunch easier. For starters, you no longer have to worry about the boss and his fire spells. It will also protect you from thunder and shadow. So, now that we have collected both the combo counter and the golden armor, we have looted this floor for all the really valuable stuff, and we are going to work our way to the exit. It lurks somewhere along the southern wall. From the golden armored chest, go once north, once west, once south, then east twice. You should be able to reach the south wall from there. Sorry, east 3 times. South wall beckons. Once you reach it from the grid, the exit to the next depth can be found to the west. Refer to Tom's map for a much better explanation than the horrible one I just gave. Welcome to depth 20. This is the shortest of the bunch, and is a little bit gimmicky. You're going to have to play with all those statues. Bloody run for it. Poor Chester has been brought back to life only to die again. Let me take a moment to revive Chester and explain this room. Observant viewers would have noticed that the statues are all facing different directions. They work as follows. If you pass in front of a statue on the side it is facing, it will bump you in the direction it is facing. You're going to need to get bumped around to reach the exit at the south end of the room. The statue facing up will result in you being knocked back to the start, so get bumped by the one just under you. You can pass under the one facing up to reach the exit. What the hell? 2 bloody urchins in a row. What god have I pissed off this time? At least we have Archie in the party, and are thus immune to game over via urchin. Let's head down the stairs. I don't think that floor warrants a map from Tom. Welcome to depth 21. Strangely bright, don't you think? Enjoy it. It's not going to stay that way. A few chests in here, but only the rune bottle is worth collecting. The exit is off to the east. Head through the exit to the east. You will find yourself on a bridge room. It's been quite some time since we've seen one of these. Continue to the east, but brace yourself, the most brutal to navigate area is incoming. We have seen this type of darkness before back in the grid room, but this time we're not so lucky, and this floor is not shaped in a neat little grid. Let's light this place up a little bit. Only one light we haven't used. How very green. There are 2 exits to this area we want to take. One will take us to the Dwarven treasure vault, and the other will take us to Claf's final summon. We will go for the summon first. Two staircases are visible. Take the one that's higher up, and then proceed east. You should find another staircase below you, take it. Continue south to another staircase. Go down the stairs. If you can see water to the southeast, then you have navigated correctly. Ignore the next set of stairs and head south along the level you are currently on. Take these stairs instead. If you hit water, you have avoided all the tricks this floor has to offer. Congratulations. There are two paths from here. The one to the east leads over a bridge and will take us to the treasure vault. The one to the south will take us to Claf's final summon. Let's go put some more boom boom in Claf's bling bling. If you have made it here and do not have the sapphire ring, I have nothing but pity for your unfortunate soul. Head south through the Shoki, and the spirit will appear behind you. Say hello to Gremlin. Gremlin is a being from the same world as Chameleon, who has been forced to take up residence in this shithole of a cave. The poor fellow is very hungry, so Clark will take the opportunity to offer it food. Gremlin will agree, and since this counts as helping Gremlin in a crisis, we will contract with Gremlin, gaining the most powerful summon in the game. And that's all the boom boom in all of Clark's bling bling. We are going to feed Gremlin, alright, we are going to feed enemies to him. Here's what you need to know about Gremlin. He is similar to Origin in that he smacks everything on the screen for massive non-elemental damage, but Gremlin hits harder, and thus is the superior summon. Think of Gremlin as a reverse nurse. I might be alone on this one, but I actually think Gremlin is kind of cute, the way a bunch of him hop onto the screen going rah. To put it simply, Gremlin is all Clark should be casting, unless you specifically want Maxwell for a boss encounter or a wild wolf or anything of that sort. Speaking of boss encounters, there is a boss guarding the Dwarven treasure vault, and we will need to beat the shit out of it before we can claim all of the loot. Remember when that enemy was scary as hell? We've certainly become a ton more powerful over the course of this dungeon. Head east across the bridge. It's an easy trip to the north from this location to find the exit. You can spot it along the eastern wall. Actually, there are two exits along this wall, but the south one will just take you to an empty room. One of the best things about Gremlin is that Gremlin does not give a damn about him's stupid shield. Remember when those took forever and a day to kill? The vault is up here. I will have Tom show a map of the floor. In here, you will see something we haven't seen in seemingly forever. It's a save point, and you're probably going to trip over your own feet as you rush for it. Go ahead and save your game. A boss fight awaits us at the northern exit. Our treasures await, but there's a speed bump in the way. The boss is all that stands between us and the treasures. So, remember the Colosseum. Remember the Wyvern boss. It's the same guy with the exact same stats, and considering we already beat this prick with Klus on his own, in far inferior equipment, this boss encounter can really be considered a joke. Don't hold back, go ahead and beat this bastard down, he's blocking our way. If you're wondering why that boss is easier than any given random encounter down here in the deepest reaches of the Moria Gallery, I think it's because the developers expected you to be out of items and weak when you arrived at this point. But to hell with speculation, it's time for our reward. What a grand looking room. The chests around the place contain miracle gummies and other combat items. The 4 main treasures are on this pedestal, and I will explain each of them individually. Remember that you will have to fight your way out of this dungeon, but that's fine, and that's fine because the Scout Orb makes it fine. The Scout Orb can alter your encounter rate in the same way a holy or dark bottle does, and it never runs out, so you're probably going to want to set it to low as you begin your trek back to the surface world. Your next prize is a question mark weapon. It's the mightiest weapon in the game, so throw a rune bottle at it this instant. It will transform into Excalibur, a shadow elemental sword with the highest raw damage stats in the game of Klus's weapons, beaten only and stabbed by the Saint's rapier. Anybody else find it kind of strange that it was given to an ancient paladin by God, but it happens to be shadow elemental. Unfortunately, this weapon is bad in the Colosseum, because one of the enemies will absorb it, but Chaos won't be so lucky, I can assure you. You will also collect a new double art for Klus, the Thorsroth ability. Thorsroth is a combination of Lightning Bolt and Tiger Teeth, and while it's certainly not bad, Mecha Blade is more hits, Soul Forge is far stronger, and Lion Teeth has more utility, so you will probably use it once to see what it looks like and then never again. Since I am going to Chaos's castle next, I'll pick up the combo command from the Aegis workshop. I might be able to whip Thorsroth out using that. Your last prize is a new spell for Archie. It's her ultimate death spell, Extinction. Extinction is unique among the death spells in that it is the only one that affects multiple targets, instead of being a single target spell. So that's that, I will meet you all outside. If you have trouble making your way out of the Moria Gallery, I suggest you refer to the maps. When you return to the room where the darkness began, just step on the switches from right to left, and then step on the 1 second from the right. The door should open, and you can simply step on the emergency exit to warp all the way back to floor 10. Feel free to point and laugh at all these people, because we're not going to tell them that there's bugger all in the way of valuable stuff down there anymore. Let's take the other emergency exit, the long set of stairs, all the way to the surface. Sky, I could kiss you. We never have to go back into that underground hellhole. Alright boys and girls, we owed Chaos a beating, and we will get to work on that in the next installment. For now, this has been Edgar, and as always, thank you for your patronage.